Alright, so today I had a really awesome therapy session. My therapist is like my homegirl. Me and this older white woman, we talk about everything and it's always a great conversation. But today one of the topics, a large part of our topic of conversation was me explaining how I'm in my first serious relationship. I'm in my early 20s. I've been dating this person for a few months and I'm finding it a little bit difficult because the way that I know to give and receive intimacy is sexually. So I have no, I don't really, I'm not, I go back and forth between feeling shameful about that, but kind of accepting that's who I am. And there are different reasons for why that is. But this other person has expressed to me that he almost feels like that's the only thing that I want from him. And that's definitely not true. I do want a real emotional connection within our relationship. I want to get to know him on all levels, not just sexually. So, it was brought to my attention by my partner that I guess throughout my history of being involved with different guys, I came to believe that if I exchange my body up front, then I would receive care back. And so even in situations where both of us agreed that this was just a casual situation, I'm not looking for a relationship, I'm just looking for like a good time, a part of me still wanted that attention and that validation and just wanting to be wanted by somebody. And now that I'm in an actual relationship where it's more than just sex, I still carry some of that same ideology. So when I'm in situations where I feel like my partner's not really taking my advances or is saying no, not right now, a part of me feels rejected because it's like I'm trying to reach out and I'm trying to connect with you and you're just closing that door in my face. And so that was really eye-opening to have that conversation. I actually got a little emotional when we had that conversation. And it just brings to mind different situations that I'm going through now where I'm trying to address former friendships, people from my past, and reaching out and trying to explain to them why I did some of the behaviors that I did that hurt them. Trying to explain to them that this was the context, this is what was going on with me, and they're really not receptive to it. And my boyfriend always checks me on stuff like this. He's just like, they don't have to listen to your side. They don't have to listen to your feelings. Sometimes people just close chapters on their own and they just move about situations. And it's, I'm coming to accept that. People have their own lives and situations going on, and it's not always about me. It's not always about my background. So I have to accept that and I have to allow that. But also recognizing that I don't need their ear or their validation for me to move on either. They say hindsight is 2020. I can reflect on my mistakes and use it as a stepping stone for growth and learning, and not continue to harbor that guilt about it. I don't need these other people to release me from the guilt of things that I may have done in the past. I don't need people to want to have emotional intimacy with me for me to know that I'm deserving of that. So yeah, it's deeper than sex. It was a way for me to try to be heard and seen and understood and wanted and validated, I guess, and when I didn't really know how to do it otherwise. So there's that. I find myself myself in a stage now. Obviously, I am in a committed relationship, but before I was in a long-term friends with benefit situation, and to this day, I still don't harbor ill feelings toward that person. I think that was what I needed at that time. But I'm in the stage where it's just like, it's not enough for me, and I don't want to settle anymore. I don't want to settle for just the conversation and the intimacy as if we were in a relationship, but there's no commitment. I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. I want a lifelong partner. So, like I said, no shade to that person. We are still cool. We don't have contact right now, and that was my choice. But I know for me to allow myself to move into this new space of being vulnerable on somebody on a level that's deeper than just sex, I had to distance myself from this person. So I'm learning. I'm in a stage of growth on all sides. I'm here. I'm fresh out of college. I'm a young professional. I'm just finding my way. I think that kind of everybody does during their 20s, whether they talk about it or not. But I just wanted to be real and raw with you all. I will always, give you my truth on this channel. I know a lot of you all can relate. And I hope that you connected with this and you enjoyed this. And I really, 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 really am grateful for you all taking the time to listen to me, follow my content. And I guess I'll talk to you all soon. See you. Have a great day.